These April releases have totally different covers. Which one would you choose? Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker, out April 14th. This is a horror Gothic historical fiction from the same author as Bat Eater. Two people centuries apart are in exile at the same location, but for very different reasons. One of these people is a ghost, and the other story is a lie. The UK cover to me is a little too childish, but for this one, I'm going with the US cover. It definitely fits the vibe more, in my opinion. Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke, out on April 7th. This is a mystery thriller debut novel. An American woman who sells her pioneer lifestyle to her millions of followers suddenly awakens to the brutal reality of 1805. I'm gonna have to give this one to the UK cover. Much more interesting than the US cover. American Fantasy by Emma Straub, also out on April 7th. A contemporary romance about what happens when your teenage fantasy comes true after you're an adult. I actually think this one's a tie. Are ties allowed? But I like them both. They both give very different vibes to a party on a boat lifestyle. One is more of the before the party, the US cover, and one is more of the after the party, the UK cover. Thistle March by Maria Kerrigan, out April 21st. Welcome to Thistle March, a ramshackle estate where an impoverished orphan and a beguiling fairy collide in an enchanting novel of love, revenge, and ruin. This one definitely goes to the US cover. The UK cover kind of looks like they just slapped some things together. Mad Mabel by Sally Hepworth, out on April 21st. There are two kinds of people no one ever expects to be murderers: little girls and old ladies. This one is another really close one, but I'm not going to call a tie. I think I'm going to have to give this one to the US. I really like the pop of color with the red, and the way the face is kind of on the page but off the page makes it a little bit more intriguing. The US slightly squeaks out ahead with this one for me. Molka by Monica Kim, also out on April 21st. This is another horror by the author of The Eyes Are the Best Part. Molka, noun, the Korean term for spy cameras secretly and illegally installed, often to capture voyeuristic images and videos. I'm going to have to give this one to the UK cover. The US cover feels a little campy or on the nose. The UK cover adds some intrigue. Which one would you buy?